Hi guys, welcome back again. This is a part 2 video on how to cut and sew this handkerchief flare dress. In an earlier video we drafted the pattern. This video is on how to cut and sew. So let's get right into it. So I went ahead to fold my fabric into 4 like you would when cutting a circle, peplum, anything flay. So I went ahead and calculated my radius. I added 2 inches allowance to my radius, and then I divided my radius by 6.28, which is a standard to get the radius of a circle flare dress. So I went ahead and marked what I got from dividing. I marked from that tip like I'm doing all the way to the end. So I ruled that out. And then I went ahead to cross check. So my total is 28. It's 30 inches. 28 plus 2 inches for allowance, 30 inches. So I should be getting 7.5. This is divided into 4. So 7.5 times 4 will give us 30 inches. Then for the length of my dress, I just went ahead I didn't really do anything much. I just trimmed it to make sure they are equal on both sides. So I didn't reduce the length. I just used what I got from folding. So I went ahead and then trimmed it and made sure it was equal. So I cut my circle, trimmed the other side, and now we have one of our flare or one handkerchief. Yes, it's a handkerchief dress. So we have one and we need 2. You can actually make yours 1, but for the effect I'm looking to achieve, I made mine 2 steps. So you will see that when I'm done, you have more sharp points. Anyway, you see it from the picture. So I went ahead and cut the second one, and then I just placed it on it. Nothing more, no more calculation. So I went ahead and did that. Now we have 1 and then the second one. So I'll go ahead and open up one side for the zip allowance. So I folded it. Notice I cut the short part from this one. I went ahead and the second one, I cut the long part. If you don't understand, please rewind and watch carefully. That's why it's a video. So I cut this part so that when I open it up, you will not get the same thing. It will give a different effect if we cut both on the short parts. I hope that makes sense. It should. So I went ahead to open it up and to show you what it looks like. So here we have 2 steps. So we are going to see why I cut the zip allowance on different sides and not on the same side. So when you open this up, you will see it has more sharp points. I think it has about how many? Okay, there's 1 at the side, there's 2, there's 3, and then going towards the right hand side. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we have 6, 7, maybe 8. So yes, 8 because it's a 4-corner shape. So if you cut only 1 step, you have only 4 points, 4 sharp points. But since it's a 2-step, now we have 8 sharp points. Okay, I went ahead to cut the upper part of this dress. That's me trying to manage what I have left. As a fashion designer, you should be able to do this. It's very important. Manage your fabric. Not every time you waste. Okay, so I went ahead and cut the upper part. This is me trying to salvage what I have left. So I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like when I'm done. This is what I have after placing the pattern on my fabric. I added my 1/2 inch seam allowance and then 2 inch on the side for the side seam allowance. So I went ahead to cut my lining and my hairstay interfacing. So I used the hairstay on the Ankara and then I used my paper stay on the lining. That's a cheaper alternative. So I went ahead and ironed it. So this is what it looks like. I later added padded wadding to the cup area to give it some firmness. I will be putting breast cup in this, but this also helps. So I'll be going ahead to the sewing machine to sew this and then bring it back to show you what it looks like. So before we go ahead, we'll be cutting our strap. Remember we measured 13.5 inches for our strap, so we'll be adding 1 inch sewing allowance to that. That is 14.5 inches. So we'll go ahead and cut that out. So here is our 13.5 inches for our strap. Now we'll go and sew. So here is what it looks like after joining and ironing. See how nice the cup is. This is the front, and we went ahead to join the back. So yes, we also went ahead to join the back, and then we did the lining also. What we did to the Ankara, we did to the lining. So here is the lining. So now we'll go ahead to join our side seam allowance for both the Ankara and then the lining. So here is what it looks like after joining the side seam allowance. We did that for the lining too. Now we are going to use the lining to turn the neck all the way to the back. But before we do that, we need to attach our strap. So you attach your strap in front and also at the back. You pin it on both sides, then you use the lining to turn it all the way from the front to the back. So here is what it looks like after turning it and ironing. You can see how neat it is. At this point, I couldn't wait to wear this dress. Okay, so this is the point where I add my breast cup to it. So I opened it and then pinned the breast cup to the lining part of the dress. Just set it and make sure the curved part of the cup sits on the cup part of the Ankara. It makes sense. Then you pin it and we're going to be stitching the place where we pinned. So here is what it looks like after pinning. So it gives it an enhanced bust look. So at this point, we are almost done. We'll go ahead and join our flare to the upper part of our dress. So remember, this dress is a two-step dress, and then we don't need a lining. So we'll be attaching one to the Ankara part of the upper part, and then the other one will be joining it to the lining part. I know this makes sense. It makes sense. So I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like after joining. So here is what it looks like after joining one part of our dress to the lining part and the other part to the Ankara part. So here our dress is almost ready. So I went ahead and added a zipper to it. At this point, our dress is ready and ready to wear. So here is what it looks like again at the end. Thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye.